Hey everybody, I'm Coach Kathy and I'm a sugar addict, amongst other things as well. I want to qualify myself for this video and share my experience, strength, and hope with you because Michelle asked on the page, the Way to Go page in my Class Act Ladies page, what do you do when you have a loved one that is living an unhealthy lifestyle, making unhealthy decisions, and won't get up and go to the gym or exercise? So this is a sticky situation, and it's very common in the world today. And I qualify because I'm familiar with both sides of the coin on this one. I have experience with both sides, meaning that I love sugar and I can go completely bonkers with sugar. Back in 2002, when I was pregnant with my daughter, Olivia, I ate for 4 people. I really went off the deep end and just thoroughly enjoyed the heck out of way too much food. I loved ice cream, cookies, candy, chips, salty stuff, you name it. I ate healthy too, but I added way too much sugar and I literally gained 70 pounds. And when she was born, I received a phone call and we were at home. When I delivered my daughter, I was 200 pounds when she was born. And I was home folding laundry one day and I received a phone call. And it was my youngest sister, Michelle. And she was sharing the great news that she was getting married, which was wonderful. And she asked me to be one of her bridesmaids, which was absolutely a huge honor. And I was absolutely thrilled and so excited for her. And it hit me right then, oh my God, I weigh 200 pounds. I've always cared about my body and how I look. So I instantly took action. I thought, I don't want to feel like this, and I don't want to be unhappy walking down the aisle of my youngest sister's wedding. It was important to me to do something about that. So I jumped up, I made a phone call, and I ended up joining a competition called Body for Life. And what I did was I read the book and I signed up and I committed to this 12-week program. So with that 12 weeks, I went to the grocery store. I was prepared every week. I knew what I was going to eat. I had my food ready. It was always available to me. And I also went to the gym. And I followed it to the T. And this was a 12-week program, which ironically, that's the exact amount of time I had to get to when she was getting married in October. Because the phone call came along somewhere, I don't know, it might have been June or July that I started the program. So it was a 12-week program, and it was ending literally right at the time my sister was getting married in October, and I was on a mission. And guess what happened during those 12 weeks? I mean, it's amazing when we take action for ourselves what can happen. I started to feel amazing. I started to lose a lot of weight, and I felt energetic and I felt great. I felt good about myself. My self-esteem was going back up. I wasn't feeling so depressed and blah and heavy, and I couldn't get up and go the way I wanted to chase my other child who was now 6 years old, and he's a runner, Bobby. So I was definitely on a mission to do something, and I followed the steps. I had a trainer so that I was accountable. I showed up. My ex-husband had come in and I said, guess what I did today? He said, what? And I said, I'm doing the Body for Life competition. And he said, what does that cost? And I said, who cares how much it costs? This is for my body for life. This is my health. Your health is your wealth. What do you mean, how much does it cost? What could be more valuable than investing in yourself? So I said, why don't you do it with me? And he said, okay, I will. So that was really cool because I had somebody there that was a support system on board with me, which was wonderful because he wasn't going against me eating foods in front of me that were making it harder. He was actually joining me, so we did it together, which brought us very close together. It really was actually probably the best part of our marriage was during that 12 weeks because we just both felt like rock stars. I mean, everything improved, if you know what I mean. So all kinds of benefits come from deciding to exercise and eat healthy. I mean, it does wonders for you and your relationships, the way you treat people, because you're treating yourself better. So guess what happened during those 12 weeks? He did better at work. His sales went up. He was more motivated. He went into the office earlier. He was on a structured routine. Everything got better for him. I was way happier at home. We had our cheat day, which was wonderful to allow us to get it out of our system. And the amazing thing about that is we felt so great the other 6 days that even on cheat day, we weren't really doing anything too harmful, because we just became so addicted to feeling so great. And that was back in 2002. It's 2019, 17 years later, and I am still following that method of eating. It really boils down to accountability, commitment, discipline, consistency, and just the willingness to let somebody help you. I had a trainer, I had a coach, and I always had God in the picture, because without a power greater than yourself, nothing really works the way it should. God needs to be at the forefront. You've got to use a power greater than yourself. Stop playing God. So for you that love somebody that is living an unhealthy lifestyle, the best thing you can do is pray for them. Do not nag them. Do not whine at them. Do not withhold sex from them. Do not pick at them and point your finger at them. Be supportive, be loving, and be patient, and pray for them. Because it doesn't matter what they're addicted to. It could be food. It could be somebody you love that's addicted to alcohol and drugs. It could be gambling, sex, anger, power, whatever it is. You need to pray for them and be patient with them, because the last thing that they need when they're already in this negative lifestyle, in this dark place, is somebody beating them down about it. That's only going to make them feel resentful towards you. And on the other side of it, when we're the one in that mode, in the bad place, living the unhealthy lifestyle, the sad part about that is the resentments are something that are so toxic that we're sitting there resenting other people that love us because we're angry. And technically, we're really hurting ourselves, and we're kind of angry at ourselves because somewhere in there we're not doing what's best for our life. We're not taking the best care of ourselves, which really boils down to self-love and self-care. And there's something blocking that. That is what needs to be uncovered and pulled out like a root. You think of a tree and it has roots into the ground, and all the roots could be family, relationship, childhood, success, wealth, health. You've got these different roots in the ground. And one over here, could be a dead root that needs to be pulled out, because that root, the whole side of that tree, is turning gray and falling. The leaves are dying because there's something in that root. There's some sickness there that hasn't been pulled out yet. And all of us have that. And unless we do the work, it's an inside job. Unless we do the work to get that root out, pull it out so the rest can blossom and be healthy, then we still have that one piece that's holding us back. That's where a mentor, a sponsor, a coach comes into play. God uses people to speak to us. God uses other human beings. So the person who is stuck right now in their addiction of some sort, whether it's food or whatever it may be, there's work to be done. And if you're feeling resentful because you're sick and tired of other people saying things, you don't care because you really do, but you've decided you don't. You're letting yourself go because you don't believe in yourself. You don't feel like it's going to work. You're tired of it. You've tried everything. Whatever's going on in your mind, it's the mind we need to adjust. It's your thinking that we need to straighten out. Your thoughts are your reality. And the thing about resentments is, like, I'll show you, I'll hurt me. So somebody you're mad at's already hurting you, but now you're going to drink the poison and kill yourself because you're mad at somebody else, which is what we do when we're in our throes of our addiction, whichever one it may be. So resentments keep us sick. They keep us unhealthy, and that's toxic. So we have to learn how to let go of the resentment, get into the forgiveness, starting with ourselves, forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, using God and using a coach or a mentor of some sort, because God uses people. So this is something that I understand both sides of the coin on this topic, and I thank you, Michelle, for asking. If you are somebody who loves a loved one, stop nagging, leave them alone, pray for them, be an example, be supportive, be helpful. Okay, don't be a negative, be a positive in their life. Encourage them, pray for them, and live and focus on yourself, because I promise you, there's things about you that they don't like either. Okay, I guarantee you that. So we all really need to stay in our own lane and mind our own business and focus on our own growth and what we need to do to be better. And the other piece is the person who is suffering in this toxic negative behavior of addiction, with continuing the same negative habits, getting the same results, feeling insane from it because you want it to change, you wish for it to change, but you're not taking the action because something's holding you back. Just remember that when the pain of staying the same outweighs the pain of making a change, you will surrender and shift. You will change. So when the pain gets great enough and you're sick and tired of staying the same, when the pain of being the same is bigger than the pain of making a change, that's when you will change. And we can take a lot of pain before we finally surrender. But just know that you're not alone, and a lot of people have been where you're at, and then they get it to the other side when they've had enough is enough, and they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm here to help anybody who wants help. I believe in you. You can do this. You just have to be ready, and you have to want to. So pray for the willingness to be willing. Prayer, prayer, prayer. The power of positive thinking, all that helps you to grow and become the best version of yourself. I hope that helps you, Michelle, with your question. If you have any more, please feel free to ask on my page. Thanks, everybody, and rock your day. Have an awesome day. Bye.